Tonight, we continue our celebration of Black History Month.
Yes, and we were able to sit down with President of the NAACP Salt Lake chapter and Idaho and Nevada chapters. Jeanetta Williams had the honor to chat with her, where she shared her story about her impact on our community.
I do work hard, and I am dedicated to the NAACP and the work that I do.
Proof of that dedication, more than 30 years working as president of the National Association of the Advancement of Colored People Salt Lake City branch. 18 of those years also overseeing Idaho and Nevada's NAACP. Jeanetta Williams has made her mark as a fervent, fearless community activist, something she says in moments even surprises herself.
What was Jeanetta like as a kid?
You wouldn't believe it, but I think I was more kind of a shy person. I wasn't really, wanting to really get out there and do all of the things that I would be doing now. Because if somebody would tell me that I would, I'd probably say, no, not me. That's probably somebody else.
But the little girl born and raised in Oklahoma had a fierce heart, recognizing early on how important equality really was.
Do you have a memory that was, I need to get involved?
I think, growing up, you see all of the different things that was going on, the marches, the Emmett Till murder, those type of things. And then my father fought in World War II. He came home, and of course I wasn't even born then, but he come home and he wasn't able to vote. Some of the stories that I've heard him tell about that, of course, and then even when they had the separate bathrooms, separate water fountains, he had gone to fight in World War II, come back in a country that wouldn't even allow him to drink out of the same water fountain, to even be able to vote. And then, of course, my mother is a very strong woman as well.
She says growing up in a family of 13, it was her family's experiences and her awareness of history that gave her inner self a prompting to get to work.
Number one, it comes from within. It's the individuals, what they want to do and what they perceive is the right thing to do. And I feel that some of that, the strength and the ability to move things forward, you have one win, then you have another win, and it just helps you to continue the fight in the struggles.
Among the wins, Jeanetta takes pride being behind the renaming of Human Rights Day in Utah to Martin Luther King Jr. holiday and getting numerous streets named after Rosa Parks in Salt Lake, West Jordan, and West Valley City, a woman Jeanetta worked with and deeply admired.
I think even going back to 1992 when I had the task by the late President Alberta Henry asked me to try to find Rosa Parks and bring her to Utah. And that's a huge task, but I thought I can do it. And I did. I was able to, reach her, call around and find the telephone number and reach her, and was able to persuade her to come to Utah in January 1992. And she said, well, Jeanetta, call me back the next day. And so after that went on 2 or 3 days or 4 days, then she finally said, because you're so persistent, I'm going to come.
Every day, the mother and grandmother says she pushes forward with her purpose, working to improve the lives of others. Most recently, she's worked with the state's police force to help them bridge a gap with the communities they serve. She's aided in the alliance between the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and the NAACP in 2018, helping the church improve race relations. And now she's actively working to raise funds for college scholarships for young people in need.
And they're not just African-American students, but any student that they have a need for financial assistance. I think because there's so many different students that's saying, well, I would like to go to college, but I don't really have the funds. Or I'd like to go to college, but it's so hard and I'm trying to work 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. And I just feel that if we're able to help in any small way, then it would still help them.
And your legacy, what do you want your legacy to be?
I think it was that I truly wanted to help people.
And she does truly want to help people. Jeanetta urging the community to value the right to vote. And if you're not registered to vote,
Get registered because every vote matters and makes a difference. Jeanetta adding, for those interested in applying for or donating to the scholarship program we made mention of, she has that all set up. You can head over to the website NAACP saltlakebranch.org.